Hi, friends. It's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. I'm here. I'm here and I'm excited. So it's really interesting because we had known about the hot foil system coming in, I don't know, a little while. And they had demoed it at events we'd gone to, and they told us it was going to be fantastic and we were going to love it. And I'm like, yeah, right. One more thing I need. Hi, Mary. One more thing. I saw all these things that they did, and I was like, okay, I love it. I love it. I have done so many pretty things. I cannot tell you how much I love it. It's going to be one of those things where I kind of go, do I need a second one so at classes they can use it and we don't have a line? I mean, kind of like I did with the cut and emboss machine. I have two, so no one has to wait in line. Hi, Beth. Happy Monday to you, too. Oh, Mary, you just got to use it for the first time. Beth, do you have the hot foil system? Do you love it with your whole heart? I mean, I just love it. So I told my team, hey guys, come over. I'm going to show you a few things. And I was like, I wonder what I can show them. Guys, I had a really good stamping day. Do you want to see what I'm going to show them? Okay, cheers. It's just tea. It's fine. Okay, let me flip my camera and I'm going to show you some of the things that oh, you love it so much. You are going to get a second one. You know what? I just told them I can't decide whether I'm going to get a second one or not. So let me show you what I've done and what I've used so you can kind of see. So today I'm going to use the Butterflies in Flight, the Sweetly Sentimental, and the Echoes of Detail. These three I'm going to use today because, well, I like them. Look, I put an X so I would stay in the right area. Okay, so let me show you what I've done for my team event and what I have hot foiled on. So this is a piece of window sheet. So that is the silver on the window sheet. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so this is going to be one of their projects. I love Paper Pumpkin. And this month, if you sign up for Paper Pumpkin for the first time, you get 25% off. So I got my Paper Pumpkin and I hot foiled it. That's those pretty leaves. I stamped and foiled it. That's what they're going to do. This is a little tea bag. I got them from Amazon and they go through there perfectly. It's a tea bag when you order it from Amazon. And I mean, I got a bunch, they were inexpensive. And now it's going to be a candy bag. Isn't that pretty? What a fun little easy treat bag. Then they're going to do this one. Happy 40th birthday. So I've done this one a couple of times, but I cut the ribbon this time and I used a different DSP. Here's the other two that I've done. This one was inspiration off the cover. If you print their flyer, that was inspiration off there. So there's this one. This is the one I'm going to show you today. And look, I'm using that glitter paper. And then this is velvet. It's true. Here's the other things that I've done with the butterflies. I mean, they're just all, this is watercolor paper. I actually watercolored the paper and then ran the butterflies through. So I did the watercolor paper just because, I mean, I could. So let me, oh, it just beeped. So that's a sign that we need to get started. So this is the card I'm going to do. So first I'm going to put, there's my butterflies. So the first thing I have to do is put them down and then push the button again. And then that allows the yellow to flash. Okay. I know, they're so pretty, Beth. I love them. And you know what? I've been surprised. I've done all these projects. I've cut for my class. I've done all that. I haven't used up a box of the foil yet. I didn't know how long it would last or how it would work, but it really hasn't. I was really surprised. So this is the paper I'm going to use with butterflies. And then this is that velveteen paper. It comes in the Peaceful Pine, a pale pink. It's probably the new pink. And then the Barely Blush, and then comes in a white. And the other thing I want to show you, I used one piece of foil for both. And it works. That's another magic thing you're going to get to see today. So I've been debating on whether I was going to get a second one of these because I do like it so very much. So when we stamped together last week, we learned a lot. We learned about the grid and why it's there and how important it is, because it makes lining these up so much easier when you pay attention to the grid. I also learned that I love cutting this on my cutter. It does really well. Okay, it's showtime. So this is going to go on here. I'm going to put this pretty glimmer paper on it. I'm going to unplug it. And I'm going to run it through my Big Boss. Now, I want to show you this one thing that I did. Go slow. That's my reminder that I need to slow down. I have a tendency to run this through like I'm on some speed contest. I'm not. I need to go slow. So we joked when we were all together last week, we could sing happy birthday. We could do something like that. But we have a tendency to just go through. I just need to slow down. So as my reminder, I actually posted it on my cut and emboss machine. Okay, I'm going to grab this cord and plug it back in because I want to do the velveteen paper for you. So I'm going to take this off with this tool and put it over there, out of my way. I'm going to put this one on, and hopefully it's going to heat up real quick. So here's the magic. Are you ready? Get those butterflies on that paper. Oh, that's a good idea, Beth. I never thought about running it back and forth. Duh. I could do that. So I'm just going to put that over there because it's fine. So now I'm going to do my butterflies. And I'm only using 2 colors because these are like the butterflies that hang out in my garden. I really wanted black foil for this. I thought that would have been pretty, but we don't have black foil yet. So I am not going to, normally I would put this on a piece of paper and put a notch over there in the corner, like mark this up. I'm not doing that this time because it's not going to do me any good when I go to do the 2 colors. So I'm just going to, oh, I am using Daffodil. I'm using Lolly on one of the other projects, and I almost said I was using Lemon Lolly, and I'm like, no, this is brighter. The stamp positioning tool is great for this. I use that a lot, but I can't fit it in my camera. So here's the daffodil. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to close that before I end up in a hot mess. And then this is pumpkin pie. It goes this way. Oh, there we go. I had this. I told you last week I was going to get a little cart to put here beside my desk or my workstation because I wouldn't hear it go off in the other room. I know it takes me a minute to line it up. Sorry. To get it just where I wanted it. But that up here, normally I mark it. I found it wasn't being as helpful as I wanted it to be. So I just winged it. It's fine. Now I'm going to add my pumpkin pie. Again, these are butterflies. So if it's not all shaded exactly perfectly, it's okay. But look how pretty those are. I mean, I got beautiful butterflies, friends. Now, I'm going to run them through the Big Boss. And I'm not going to move my Big Boss up here because, well, I don't need to. Because I've got this right here. but I'm just going to cut out these butterflies. You know, people were frustrated that, you know, our old cut and emboss system didn't work with these. And my friends and I, we've talked a lot about it. And I mean, how many times does a new iPhone come out and your chargers and your cases don't match? I mean, it happens. This is our product and it needs to go with our cut and emboss machine. So I hate it for all those people who waited to get their cut and emboss machine till now. Look at those. They're so pretty. Okay, now this is that velveteen paper. So it's got that fun texture to it, and I'm gonna lay I got my butterfly foil right on top of there. And I'm gonna do Beth's way and run it back and forth. I need to put one of those little clipper things on the edge of my cabinet. In fact, one of the things I've asked Stampin' Up! Is I would love to have a second cord, because I have to, when I'm out teaching classes, my cord goes under the table. And then when I bring it back in here, under the table doesn't work. It's on top of my table, but I'm crawling under tables and all of that. Okay, are you ready? Again, this is that velvet paper. Look at that. Like you can't even tell that you used a piece of butterfly paper. So don't throw these away. Save them, because there's going to be some other things we're going to be able to do with them later. So with this one, I did it, I did this with it. And then I also ran it through this ivy and stone embossing folder. And you can see the ivy that goes like it's on top of the bricks. Can you see that? It's so pretty. This one I'm going to leave plain just because I don't like to do the same thing every time. Okay. Move this out of the way. And it's also weird. I've got this hot thing over here beside me. I keep feeling the heat. I couldn't decide what color I wanted to put these guys on. So, oh, I didn't need to plug this back in. I got one more thing to show you. I couldn't decide what color I wanted. I finally decided on basic beige. Because again, I just couldn't get, I didn't like it on the, I definitely didn't like it on the pine. I didn't like it on the yellow or daffodil. I didn't like it on the pumpkin pie. So I went neutral. It was one of those, I was having a hard time coming up with the color. So this I'm going to seal on. This one I put on straight. This one I'm not. I'm going to make it so that the bricks are more straight. But it's just so cool because it's on that velveteen paper. It just makes you want to do this, like touch it. So with my butterflies, I move them around. And I like to put them on with a glue dot. And then I will put a dimensional under the wings. And you don't need to see me do all the dimensionals, but I like a dimensional under the wing, just because after it gets mailed, my butterfly's still flying. Oh, we're going to go this way too. Aren't they pretty? Now, I could do this a second time and have different color butterflies, but I'm not. But I love them. I'm glad you both like them too. Okay, here we go. Last one. And then the last thing I wanted to show you, which we don't, this butterfly's going to go straight. So I took, so these are the words. You run these through all at once. So you'll run them through on the foil, and then you'll run them through and cut them all out. Oh, here we go. So I went ahead and pre-cut, and I'm using the Peaceful Pine, and then this is the gold. Put this on here. And so then after the words all came out, they're in this little container. So I have them all in here so I can use them. There are a lot of words. Let me tell you what's in here. There's a happy birthday, cheers to you, sending hugs, just a little hello, here's to another year, have a lovely day, so lucky to have you, here's to a lifetime of happiness, thank you, sending bunches of love, my heart is with you. So those, and then you die cut them all out. So when my team comes this week, they'll run this through and then they'll have all these words and they'll get to pick what they want on here. Okay, we should be almost ready. So I'm going to put my beautiful piece of foil down first. Then put the Peaceful Pine on top. I'm going to do Beth's thing and go slow. And go through back and forth. But I just love the way the words come out. Oh, and while I'm waiting, the 3 banner punch fits these beautifully. Okay, here we go. So you guys don't have to watch me. I'm going slow and I'm going back and forth. You don't need to see me cut them out though. So I'll just use one of the ones that I already have done. But I want you to see how pretty the words come out. I mean, it just like takes it to a whole new level. Okay, so here they are. Look how pretty those are. And then they will line up perfectly with this. And you can see Stampin' Up! Is giving you a guide. See those little squares? Those squares are there so you know how to line up the words. But I'm going to use one of the words I already have here. Have a lovely day. Sometimes that's the best wish you can give someone, is to just have a great day or a lovely day. And it's going to fit in this one. It's going to fit in this one right here. So I'm going to run this through. And these I just cut in little strips so I could pop them right out. Oops, I threw the wrong one over to the side. All right, let's put the glue dot fits perfectly. And then I need a dimensional. All right, friends, what do you think? You know, we've all said we're excited to get some more choices, some more of the foiling dies. Oh, sorry, I could feel that coming. Some more foiling dies, some more. What do you think, friends? Have a lovely day. It's so good. Sorry, I meant to put my phone on silent. All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. I'll let you know how my class goes. My class is Friday, so next Monday I'll tell you what they created, what was their favorite, because I always ask what their favorite was, which is always interesting. But we'll go through this and I'll let you know next Monday. Tanya is road tripping. Her oldest took a job where he's relocating. And so she and hubby are road tripping. So she probably won't be live on Wednesday, but I may try to sneak in here and show you some more things because, you know, if you're a stamper, you have good stamping days and you have stamping days that are crazy. So I just wanted to, I had some good stamping days, so I was real excited about what I had to show you. So thanks for joining me. I always appreciate you taking the time to be here. And if you don't join me live, make sure you still like this and leave me a comment if I can help you at all. I'd love to. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. I'll chat with you soon. Bye.